No, Dugan. Why, hello, my friends, and welcome back to another story. Today, we are going to be talking more about D&D. So, I just started. This will be a new campaign that I started today. I'm just coming back from the first session. So, yes, in this campaign, I play a centaur who looks, just for flavor, who is a deer centaur. And I am a ranger. We just got to level 2, so I haven't chosen my archetype yet, but I plan on also multi-classing later on in the future into a druid. Probably. His name is Cleortis, or Chloratus. You can call him either. He's been isolated in the wild in a forest for forever. Then we got, so he's not the smartest. He has average intelligence, so 10. Yeah, he's not the smartest. He's very new to the outside world of his forest. Then we got Sola, who is a bard, half-elf bard. She is looking for her father. So yeah, who is an elf bard. So yeah. And then we got I'm sorry, Tyler, I can't remember your character's full name. It's like, I remember Skull. He's a Skullcath, I think, or Skulk. Yeah, Skullcath, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, his name, Tyler. So, yeah. Matthew is Sola. There we go. And my buddy and Skullcath, I'm just gonna keep calling him Skullcath for this video, Tyler. That cool? That cool. Sorry. He is a Dualgar barbarian. He's pretty cool. I like him. He's pretty cool. And so Adam is our DM for this. My buddy Adam. And so kind of the gist of this campaign is our characters are called the Fateless. There are these temples of fate, which you touch the tablet at pretty much like the coming of age. So pretty much when you're an adult. And you put your hand on it, and it tells you your fate. But there, of course, are the Fateless, aka us. So yeah, that was pretty cool. We're all Fateless. We were knocked unconscious, each individually, of course. We were put in this, like, I don't want to say dungeon, but underground place. And we all woke up because we were, yeah, I said knocked unconscious. It was like, it pretty much seems like a very old prison. So we were in a cell. We kind of are waking up and we're like, oh, who are you? Who are you? Okay. Well, let's just help each other out. We had none of our stuff. So we open up the cell. It's completely unlocked. It's very rusted and old and stuff. We go to the left side first. Big metal door. We open it up. There is a dragon inside. Yeah. I am very afraid. Cleortis is very afraid. He's like, dragon bad. Me afraid of dragon. Me respect dragon. And then, so we convinced this dragon from his little treasury, to give us some weapons. Just a few. Because he said that a beast or some kind of creature came through, and if we killed it, he'd let us leave alive. And so, yeah, he gave us some weapons. I got a bow with 14 arrows. Then, Sola, she got a short sword. And Skullcath, he got a, not a heavy axe, but like a one-handed axe, I'm pretty sure. So anyways, traveling through. I almost fell into a pit trap, but I didn't. Ignore the sounds outside. And then, we went into a room. The room with the pit trap, it had skeletons, but we ignored them because they weren't alive. And so then we left this because first Skullcath went first through this like crevice where he had to squeeze through. An earthquake happened. It almost squished him, but Tyler rolled a nat 20, so he's like, yeah, no, this is cute, and he feels like he could push him out, and so we got through. We come into this room. 3 more skeletons. Their weapons look a bit newer. The other ones in the other room, all rusted. All the weapons rusted. This room smells like a corpse, pretty much. Once we're all in, everybody roll initiative. 3 skeletons come to life. I almost died. Yeah. No, I did go unconscious. Thankfully, Sola, she healed me. Yep. Stupid. And then we got through. Like, we killed all the skeletons. We go through again. We see this weird... Best way to describe this creature, what he kind of looks like, he's featureless. He doesn't have any fingers or toes. He just... but all that looks... he's got inside of him is, like... It looks to us like, red yarn was the word. But, best way to describe what he... Like, how I picture him, at least, is... when I was younger, I'd watch Sonic X. So yeah, I imagine him kind of looking like Chaos. If you guys know him, search him up if you want to see him. If I knew how to edit, he'd fly. There would be a picture that like pop up or something. Anyways, so yeah, we dealt with him. We killed him. It was hard. He had this ability where if you would strike him, he could make you re-roll or something. Plus with the disadvantage. Really annoying. Mind you, with him, when we first walked in, there were 2 bodies on the ground. They weren't dead, but their eyes were just glazed over and, yeah, they were like out of it. And then one guy, the creature had its hand in his head, and we heard the guy screaming. So, I was like, "That's bad." And so I shot an arrow. I missed. I got the creature's attention, so he let go of the creature. Sorry, the person, and turned to us. Well, we would say it turned to us, even though it wasn't looking at us and it has no features. So yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Anyways, so we dealt with him. The other 2, they almost died. Yeah, first time I almost died. The other 2 almost died themselves, so we couldn't heal in anything. But thankfully, since we saved the other 2, like the 3 people in there, they saved my 2 buddies, because I was in the back shooting at the creature. He was coming after me because I heard him a few times. He wasn't happy with me. He also exploded when he got low enough health, and then he had to take like 2 turns to recharge. It was almost like a hyper beam. That's how Adam explained it. Anyways, so yeah, that was fun, I'd say. And then we come out of these caves after bringing the stuff back to the dragon, because I promised I'd bring it back. I was like, I'm gonna bring this back. So yeah, to please the dragon. So we did. And then we got out. And then yeah. This guy named Jumanji, he was he's a wizard guy. He pretty much told us all about our stuff. Taught Cleortis how to use a fork. Yep, I didn't know how to use a fork. He also because Cleortis is very gullible, and he takes everything literally and stuff. He doesn't like fire and all that fun stuff. He's very honest, and yeah, he told us not to tell people that we're fateless, for one. And 2, he tricked me into drinking a very strong alcoholic drink called it was mead. It was called I don't know if this is an actual drink throughout the D&D, but for our thing, it was called Dragon's Breath. Very, very strong. I took a sip, and I could feel it burn down me, but because Adam made me roll a Constitution save, I'm surprised I got it good. The other 2, the Skullcath and Sola, they made a bet. Like, Sola said, "Wait, he's gonna drink it and he's gonna be fine, but he's not gonna like it." Skullcath, "I bet you 10 gold he drops to the ground." And so I didn't drop. So he's like, "Damn, there goes 5 gold," because we were all gifted 100 gold. And we all got supplies and stuff there. So I got 20 arrows. I got all that fun stuff. We all got supplied. And then, yeah. Then we were given a carriage and a horse, and we were told to go to the next town. Oh yeah, I was some guy, one of the guards. He was gay, and so he decided to flirt with me. After Sola tried talking to him to for him to give her some of her makeup. Sorry, some of his makeup. Because he was very gay, and then nothing wrong with gay people. Gay people I like. They're cool. They're cool. I'm not gay myself, but anyways, it's not the point. So he spots Cleortis, and mind you, Cleortis isn't in armor yet. And he sees my built body. I am so strong and so muscular, and so he's like, oh, you're so strong. Oh, I was like, oh, yeah, I am very strong. Thank you. I lived in the forest. I had to take care of myself, and so I unintentionally made Cleortis kind of aboriginal, and so that's kind of fun. I don't mind. I think it's pretty cool. And so yeah, he's like your muscles, your abs, your built body. Can I stroke them and feel them? And I was like, Cleortis was like, okay. And so he's like groping me and stuff, and he's like, oh, you're and he's like, can I ride you sometime? And Cleortis, oh yes. And he's like, and that because he didn't get or something like that. I can't quite remember. And then he says something, and then he's like, he realizes Cleortis is quite innocent, and he's like, oh, you're quite the innocent one. Oh, that's quite attractive. And Cleortis, he understands the attractive part, and he's like, thank you. And so yeah, after all that we leave, and we get ambushed. Yeah, we kind of Skullcath, he was taking first watch. Rolled in that one. Fell asleep. Got surrounded by wolves first. Then 2 spiders showed up. Yep. The wolves, they killed our horse and then dragged him away. It was so mean. I like that. I like that horse. And then a spider. One came up to me, and yeah, he was kind of biting me. He bit me. Yeah, I don't know how I got to such low health, but yeah, because we just leveled up as well. So I was now level 2, so I had my spell slots. I chose Goodberry and Hail of Thorns. I haven't used either of them yet. And so, yeah, I took 8 normal damage, and then, like, 6 poison damage. Sorry, no, it did 16 damage the first attack, because he rolled a critical, maybe? I don't know. So, I had 18 health. That it got 12 damage, sorry. So yeah, 12 damage. I'm down to 14 health. Not looking so good. Sorry, 4 health. I'm like, not looking so good. Then, because I failed my con save, I took like 6 or 8 points of poison damage. I'm now dead on the ground, unconscious, a second time. Fuck sakes! And then a bear decides to show up. Because the wolves killed our horses. Sorry, killed our horse. Because they were hungry. They dragged him off. Then the bear shows up and he's like, yeah. He just woke up from hibernating, apparently. So it's like March. Yeah, the spider was planning on eating me. Thankfully, he didn't. First, our buddy, Skullcath, he ended up killing the bear by doing reckless attack or reckless behavior or something like that, as well as raging or something. So he ended up in like 2 turns killing it. That was good. The spider, on the other hand, yeah, Sola killed it, I'm pretty sure. And then she healed me. I got back up, which was nice. Good. And then I rolled a 19 to get like all the for survival. There we go. Yeah, survival. Yeah, not nature. Yeah, survival. And so I got 2 wolf pelts and a jar of spider poison. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I have a rock in my inventory. From before we had weapons when we were still in the cave when we just woke up, I was like, I'm gonna pick a rock up and use it as a weapon because I completely forgot. Sorry, no, I didn't forget. I wasn't told yet. I didn't know about the hoof attack that I can do as a centaur, and so yeah, that was pretty great. I'm gonna plan on keeping this rock the entire campaign. I don't know how long it's gonna go for, but I plan on keeping it. I want it. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna like, and maybe if I already have a name for it. If I plan on naming it, I don't know why I would name it, but if I end up for some reason naming it, I'm gonna name it Lance. Calvin, not Lance, because of the bard in our other campaign. Story from another time. Calvin and I played a little campaign, and we're gonna probably continue it whenever we feel like playing a campaign. Anyways, yeah, Lance was a bird person, and yeah, he was a bard. He was annoying. He was a fuck up. He was the derp of the group. I love him. Bones did not. Anyways, and so yeah, we get to town. Since we lost our horse, they made me pull our carriage. Fuck you guys. Oh yeah, Sola, I forgot to mention, she likes to ride on top of me. Clay Ortiz doesn't mind. He's like, oh, that's fine. Yeah. So she rides him all the time on his back. That's fine. We get into town. Clay Ortiz has no idea what he's supposed to do. First, his hooves hurt and his legs hurt, so he's like, I want some shoes. My feet hurt, or hooves hurt. And then Sola, pretty sure it was Sola, is like, perhaps we should get you some shoes then. And so yeah, go get me some shoes. We split up. So Skullcath goes to the tavern. I go to the smith. I request a to modify my spear into a double-headed spear. Shoes, some modified deer, like pretty much horse shoes just for my deer feet. And then I also requested 20 more arrows and another quiver. So now I have 2 quivers on my side with 40 arrows, which is nice. It's going to be helpful. And then my basic longbow. Maybe I should have got a better bow if possible. Anyways, and he's like, come back in like 4 days. So we did. Oh yeah, Sola carries Clay Ortiz's gold because he doesn't want to lose it, and he doesn't know how to really use gold. So yeah, and then afterwards he went to the leather place. I don't know, pelt place, whatever. And he's like, make something nice out of these 2 wolf pelts, please. And so, the tanner did, or is going to, make a wolf cloak out of them, and that's gonna take a bit. That's gonna be nice. I'm pretty much summarizing this whole campaign, this whole session. It's not really a story, I guess, but anyways, it's still pretty fun. Nothing too big happened here, except for that boss fight with what we ended up learning was called a Fate Eater or something like that. I think it was Fate Eater. Anyways, we heard about a volcano that's nearby, very close. It's not active, but it has a hot spring there, which is cool. So yeah, I walk. Mind you, Sola left on her own after she pretty much dropped me off at the tailor leatherer place. She walked off and she took 20 of my gold pieces and she's like, these are for you. Spend them on what you want. I'll keep the rest of your gold for now. And Claire just was like, okay. And so she leaves. I come out of the store. I kind of sit there for a second after paying for my purchase, which I need to come back in 7 days for that, a week. And then I'm standing there with my gold and I'm like, where do I go? And then a kid runs by, jumps up and snatches my gold. And I'm like, hey. I'm like, paused for a second. I'm like, "Hey, come back with my gold, please." And so I chase after him, and he's screaming, "Help! He's gonna hurt me!" And I was like, "No, I will not hurt you. I just want my gold back." And then he ends up running around a corner, and as I'm chasing him, I follow. But before I follow, he runs into Sola, right anime style, right on top of her, into her breasts, and they both fall to the ground. Here's the best part. Matthew, he almost decided to flirt with the child. He almost did it. And then Adam's like, "Please, no, please, Matthew, no, not like anime Shota or stuff." I don't know what he said exactly, but he's pretty much saying, "Don't flirt with the child." And so he's like, "Okay, fine. Then I'll just persuade him." And so she's like, "Where are you after, kid?" And Manju's like, "Where'd you get that gold?" Because it's literally the same little purse thing that she just, a few minutes ago gave Claytoris. And she recognizes it, obviously. And she's like, "Where'd you get that?" And he's like, I found it on the ground. And so I just picked it up." "Oh, I see." And then I run around the corner and I'm like, "Child, give back my gold, please." And so he's like, "Ah!" And he runs away. And Sola sleight of handed it off of him. And then she kindly gives it back to me. I'm like, "Thank you." And then yeah, I assumed, because that's just our way of travel. She just always rides on my back. And so she's riding. We're riding back. We go to the tavern to meet back up with Skullcath. And so he bought some rooms. And so yeah, they ordered drinks. She ordered me to think. Skullcast, of course, had some strong ale. And me, I asked for water, and he's like, "We don't have that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, then, And he's like, "Well, you want some wine?" I was like, "Okay." And so, yeah, I got wine. And then, we hear, as we're talking to him, the bartender, the barkeep, tavern keeper, whatever, he's an orc, mind you. He's like, "Oi! Don't break the chair!" And so we turn and see a guy with a chair in his hands, and he's about to smash somebody over the head with it. I love that part. That was hilarious. And then he kind of sits down, puts the chair down, and then Sola, she's trying to get some information out of him about like if her father passed through, and he's like, "I only remember a month until you start paying." And so she's like, "Oh, okay." And so she gives him 2 gold pieces, and he's like, "Well, that's sorry, 1 gold piece first. Well, that's a year's worth." Gives him a 2nd gold piece. "That's 2 years, all right." And so they're talking about like if he's seen him and stuff, and then he's like, "Yeah, about 10 years ago." And then I was like, "Oh, that's she only paid for 2 years," and he's like, "Nah, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, well, that's very nice of you." And so he continues and says like, "Yeah, he passed through here at some point. Some girl was trying to stab him. Wasn't too happy with him, but yeah, he got made her drunk. As if so drunk he was shitting and puking at the same time." So yeah. And so yeah, they kind of talk about that, and then he tells us that a group in the corner are being kind of racist to him and being assholes, and he's like, "Well, they're customers, so I got to deal with it." It's like, "Oh, that's mean." After he tells me what racism is, and I was like, "Yeah, that's mean." And so then we all spot this one cloaked figure back there. She's got we can tell that it's a female. She's got a shield at her feet, and then she's watching us, and then Skullcath looks over to her and he's like, "Oi, yes, if you want to come drink, if you want to stare at us, quit gawking over there, come sit beside us and have a drink with us." And so she kind of looks away, and then she gets up, takes her shield, and walks over to us. And mind you, she was in the corner, and so yeah, and then yeah, she sits beside me, and well, I'm not really sitting, I'm just kind of standing there, because I can't sit on a bar stool. I have a horse lower parts, like bottom half horse. Anyways, And so yeah, we talk, and Skullcath buys her a drink, and then she pulls her hood off, and she's like, "Do you know what I am?" And she's got glowing hair, and I'm like, "No." And Skullcath, "Nah." And she's like, "Ah, okay." Mind you, Sola has left, and she's gone up to the hot springs that she was told about earlier. And so yeah, Skullcath kind of hits. She tells us that that group, like Jumanji and the others, Fate Overseers or Fate Watchers or something like that, Watchers of Fate. They sent her to watch us, watch from a distance, and she's like, "I'm not good at that." And so we're like, "Yeah, we kind of tell." And so yeah, and then Skullcat, that's when he hits on her. He's like, "Well, going up to my room to retire soon. If you want to accompany me and watch me closer, you're welcome to join me." And she's like, "I'll pass." And she's kind of blushing, and she looks away. And then Skullcat, or no, not Skullcat. That Clayartis. He's like, "Well, I'm going to the stables if you, so yeah, I'm going to the stables." Not meaning to, like, because he's innocent and stuff. He's not hitting on her or anything. Just saying, well, if you want to watch us, you don't need to go to their rooms. Sola has gone up to the hot springs to the volcano. And she's like, "There's a volcano here?" And I was like, "Yeah, apparently." And then, yeah, we kind of stopped there. That was pretty fun. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next week. We got... Apparently, we don't know her what she is at the moment, but all we know is that she's got she doesn't want to hurt people. She's got a shield. So yeah, Adam kind of told us she's an Oath of Redemption paladin. Yeah, I think it was Redemption. And so yeah, she's got just her shield and so that kind of stuff, and it's like, oh, nice. That's pretty cool. And so yeah, she watches our party, watches our group from afar. But if, and so Adam's pretty much giving us the choice. Do you want her to be the NPC of your party? And I'm like, yeah. Tyler's like, I don't think we need one. So I'm like, I kind of want her to be in the party. We don't know what Matthew wants. So yeah, we'll just wait till next week, and yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be next week, and that. No, not next week. Next week, I think we're doing Rob's campaign again with Rhea and them. I don't know. Oh yeah, I've decided that usually pretty much if I remember, I'll probably remember because that's the day I play D&D and stuff. I'm going to try on every Sunday to record one of these videos, a D&D story, and upload it for you guys. And so yeah. I guess I'll leave it there for now. Tell me what you guys think on Clayartis. I feel that he would be best friends with Brandish if they were to somehow meet at some point. I would love that. I would love Brandish and him to be best friends. I want that to happen. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Tell me about your D&D stories if you have any. I got a few more D&D stories that I might tell at some point. So yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want. You don't have to. It'd be nice. If you do, you get to know when I upload again and stream. I like to live stream. So yeah. I try to stream once a week, usually. So yeah, I shall see you all in the next story. Goodbye, my friends.